if you have goals that are not about, sort of deadlifting the weight of a car and you want to do really well in a race, it's really great to be in a place where the whole focus is to have you improve and also have the joy from that and celebrate that. My name is Amy Clark, and I'm a copywriter for Wells Fargo. I'm a mom of 3, but they've all left the nest, so it's me. So when I'm not working or hanging out with my children or my boyfriend Steven, I am running, literally. I've run since I was 15, so I'm not going to hide my age. I'm going to be 56, so that's almost 41 years of running. With small breaks to be pregnant and have children, but other than that, when they were 4 months old, all the Clark kids had neck control, and then they got put in the baby stroller and they ran with me. It's really the sort of best way that I've met people. I've moved a ton. I lived overseas for 4 years. I've lived all around the country, and everywhere I moved, I've always met the runners. I've been in Minnesota for 13 years now, so this is the longest I've stayed. But the community here is amazing. I got into trail running about 2012. Up until then, it was all road racing, although I always loved cross country in high school and college, and I didn't know that was really trail running, but I'm always like, gosh, it's so much more fun when we get to go into the woods rather than just like do the 2 mile around that track. And I never really knew that it was trail running, but I guess it sort of was in the early form of it. And then I started doing it here, and there's just so many beautiful places. And since I didn't grow up in the Midwest, I'm from out east, I'm a New York, New Jersey girl. So many places I never would have seen because we didn't take the family trip to the Black Hills or, the UP, but I've run all of those places. I have 2 daughters out in California, and so I've run out there in Northern California quite a bit, and I love it out there. Really, anywhere I've lived, within a couple weeks or a month, I've made my way to the running store or the gym where I was and found out where the runners were, and that's literally how I found sort of all of my closest friends. Because when I was sort of 23, right out of graduate school, living in Chicago, I lived right along the lakefront, and my best friend lived kind of a few apartment buildings down, and we would meet every day at 5:30 and run for over an hour every single day. And I couldn't think of any other friend that I talked to for over an hour every single day, because you don't just sit and have coffee. You're busy with your life, but yet we talked every day. The day she got married, the day a few weeks before her first child was born, we were there for each other, and that's the kind of bonds that you form. So I currently am training for a 50K up north and a 50 miler in November, and then some other things in between, both of which are daunting for me because I really like it, but I'm not particularly great at it. I fall a lot. I'm not the strongest going uphill, but one of the reasons why I like Performance Running Gym so much is that the training can be really specific to what you need. And so I work one-on-one with Mark once a week. If you come here Thursdays at 5:30, you will see me. I told him that I want to get ready for this race because I have done it once before and it didn't end well. I mean, I always finish. I've never DNF'd, but I finished it kind of sobbing and walking, which is not how you want to finish. And so we've been working really hard on a lot of strength. I don't know if at some point pan to the sled, but the sled is a wonderful tool, and it's really hard. It never gets any better, but Mark makes me do the sled every single time because that's a way to simulate the big giant hills that we don't have here. And so one of the great things about the gym is whatever race you're specifically training for, there's a workout for you or someone who can help you get ready for that. And I feel really grateful for that because I'm always up for running, but weights I don't know as much about, and I'm maybe less enthusiastic to do those. Like I will run an extra 5 miles by myself, but if you said, do that extra set of weights, that's sort of a little bit harder for me without a community. And so having this here, and there's a group of us that meet on some Sunday mornings and we just make a workout for each other and cheer each other on. So that's sort of the technical way in which it's really, really helped me. But then in the community way, it's really great to have a place that everybody can kind of come together. And I belong to other gyms and they're great. They have kind of a different role, but they're larger and there's just such a diverse group there, which is what they're trying to do. But if you have goals that are not about, sort of deadlifting the weight of a car and you want to do really well in a race, it's really great to be in a place where the whole focus is to have you improve and also have the joy from that and celebrate that. And whether it's having people come in and give talks, I know there's a member who did a really hard winter race up north who's coming to talk soon, or there's showing the marathon trials, or the funny event that we did with the treadmill challenge the other night. Seeing people all come together and just kind of celebrating all aspects of that has been great. It's just been really I was one of the first people to join. I think I was the actual first person who came in on the first day at 6 a.m. and signed up, just because I think what Mark is trying to do, I've lived all over and I've never seen anything like this. And we were talking like, I wonder how we can find out if there really is anything like this. It's just 100% for runners, but I just think it's such a unique resource. And despite the fact that it's brutally cold and Minneapolis puts up a lot of obstacles, there's just an amazing diehard group of runners who get out there and really appreciate it. I was out at Upton this morning, and it's great. It was gorgeous, but you're definitely going through snow, and it's not the easiest. But we were all like, "This is amazing!" And people just have a lot of joy and enthusiasm, and to have everyone come together for that is great.